it's, I'll read it. His master replied, "Well done, good and faithful servant. You've been faithful with a few things. I'll put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness."
Oh yeah, I know why I put that in there because I'm still reading through Money, Possessions, and Eternity.
Okay, cool.
More convicted by it than ever. Just slowly reading a little bit at a time. I hope to finish it while we're gone.
Okay, actually reading, not listening.
Yeah,
I listened to that book. So
okay. I mean, I would get a lot less out of it if I listened to it, but I would be done it also. So, and I could probably just listen to it twice. And I listen to everything at 1.5 speed, which is what you can do with this podcast if you find it really boring and you need to end it sooner. But I found, we had a sermon on tithing, basically. I mean, because he did quote the book. And I just feel like it was just that Matthew 5 struck me as a quote, because often and even me, I've justified people not giving where it's like, oh, you have nothing, you shouldn't give. But he really challenges that belief. Randy does.
So you think of this verse is specifically to do with money?
No, I don't. I think it's stewarding whatever you have.
Yeah.
But it's fascinating how many people just think, if I have a bit more, I will be generous. If I just have a bit more food, we'd have host parties. If I just do it and see what happens. That would be my encouragement. And I feel like in our life, and there again, it's just my own experience. So I don't know why, and I don't know, but I won't say anymore. I won't talk about my own life, but I'll just say I think people just need to stretch themselves. And that's kind of the thought process. Cause I hang out with a lot of young guys that are just like, well, I just want more. I just want more. Yeah. And they got it completely backwards. Like if the good Lord, to me, that verse is saying, if the Lord feels that you can handle, that you are going to give lavishly with much, you will start to give lavishly with a little. And there again, it's not prosperity gospel. I realize all the traps.
Well, you also don't know
I feel like Randy goes a bit into that. He's not trying to, but he really connects the blessing of the Lord with giving. And I do think that as Christians, we may just really struggle even if we're generous. I think it's very dangerous.
I don't think the blessing is necessarily, and I think Randy talks about this.
It's not financial.
It's not financial.
No,
people associate it to financial, but maybe you're going to be more gentle, and because of that, you're going to have way better relationships with your kids in 20 years from now, right? Like, what is a blessing?
Yeah, or in my life, it's that money has always, even though I may not enjoy spending it or be pumped to go buy something shiny and new, it would be way more just a level of comfort that it brings. And I see that with people even older than me, like a lot of people that I hang out with a lot of farmers. A lot of the parents won't transition a farm because they just, man, what about if I run out one day, right? Or there's just such comfort in knowing that and that's not supposed to be our security blanket. Now, it's convoluted and it's complicated and it's nuanced because obviously we need resources and God wants us to make money and invest well. And so it's going to look different for everybody. It was just more in my mind. I hang out with a lot of people in the early 20s that are just striving to be loaded, right?
Yeah.
And their dream is to be rich, right?
Disaster.
And most people can't handle it.
Yeah.
So that's why most people aren't rich, because God probably looks at most Christians and just thinks, man, you make $100,000 a year and you're just cheap as ever. Why would I give you $2 million a year? That's probably what he's thinking. And then it's I just think we can really...
But also in your pursuit of it, you usually destroy so many other things.
Yeah, and I've been convicted. If I read Proverbs and think of, man, where have I fallen short? And it's super convicting. It's easy when you're in business, and especially if people trust you. It's man, the weight of responsibility of being beyond reproach, it's hard. And so I think...
It's interesting. I heard someone talk recently about some church stuff that they were trying to figure out, and they said, I don't need to push this stuff because it's not like a business where I can just push it through and make it happen. And they were more needed to trust with God because it was a church-related thing. And I was like, I don't know if sure that's the case. If everything is God's and we're just the manager of everything that He's given us and that we're responsible for, then we should be approaching everything the same way. If it's something that needs to change at church, that you need whatever it is, or if it's you need to grow your business, everything should be brought before the Lord and say, hey, what do you want me to do here?
Sorry, I'm not following exactly. What were they abdicate? What were they?
I can't use the example of what they said. So let me think of something. Let's say
I just didn't totally understand what you were trying to say.
Yeah, let's say something needs to
change at church.
Change at church.
Oh, and they didn't feel they needed to push the change.
Exactly, but and they said it's not like a business where you can just push it and make it happen.
Well, it's definitely different than a business.
It is, but it still gives the idea that hey, the business is mine and the church stuff is God's. It's no.
You're still responsible.
God is the CEO of your company. He's the owner. You're the manager. He might say that you're on paper, earthly standards, you're the manager, whatever, but it's not ours. Nothing is ours.
Yeah, and I think even as church members, and this would be how you do it is so important. You're definitely not called to go talk to all your friends about the things you're unhappy about within your church, but you definitely should be writing a letter to church leaders or having a meeting with them, somebody, and ideally face to face, probably, and sharing your concerns, right? And most church leaders that I would know would listen humbly, even if they really disagreed or felt like church leaders are still fallible people and they will make mistakes, right? And God uses people in the congregation to speak truth.
I guess I'm saying don't be hyper spiritual about the church stuff, and then like
I see, and
the business stuff that they don't have to be spiritual at all about. That's just what you
they're
want to do.
both end.
Yeah,
both end. I would agree.
Yeah. Okay, World Juniors, you watch that?
Yeah.
That was some fun hockey to watch.
It's I love it.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed that episode and were blessed by it, would you be willing to support the show? That would help a lot in creating more content, improving the quality of the content, putting the production value, getting more guests on, and me being able to spend more time and energy towards it. So if you're interested in doing that, you can click up here and it'll take you to a support page. But you can also subscribe to the podcast by clicking over here and doing that. Thanks again for listening, and I'll catch you on the next one.